Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nerd Talk Plus. I am Javier, and as promised, as voted upon, I said I would play through Lost Odyssey for y'all. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna read. We're gonna do back rows. Okay, I'll probably be able to change it. Let's start. Let's get started. This is your first time playing Lost Odyssey. It's a very highly underrated RPG by Miss Walker Studios, founded by the creator of Final Fantasy himself. So, with a bunch of other great people from various respective RPG franchises helping make this game. Ooh. It's getting real up here. It's getting very real. There should be better. Aw, shit. The big boys are here. The 360 game, yo. Gonna throw that out there. It's hype as fuck. I'm gonna try and watch my language. Keyword try. I think I might have gotten an R rating at this point, past PG-13. That is dope. That's basically endless war at this point. It's like fighting over and over and over again. Here we are, baby. Tell me who the main character is without telling me who the main character is. Dale, dale. Mr. Brown Swipe. Look at that. Stabby stab. Oh, it's crunchy, boy. Now we're playing this Kingdom Hearts 2 style stuff. Yeah, I'm good at automatically guarding, I guess. First blood. They're like, bring in a big boy. The big boy's gonna help. Okay. I see you. That was not a good idea. Oh, dale, dale. Oh, wait, I'm not. Gotta stick with my choices. Blade up. Lay down, son. No. No es lo que queremos. Eat some herbs.
Okay.
Well, that gnawed itself out. I feel like I'm doing something very wrong. Blade up. Mm, I'm an idiot. It might be too late. It might be too late.
Okay.
I think he's gonna do a blade up next. So, we got that shit wrong. Block, block, block. Defend. I wish I would have noticed the pattern earlier, but I'm so stubborn. I'm like, no, I want the right one gone. Gotta defend. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out. I feel like I noticed the pattern way too late. But I've been told to never give up hope. I told this to myself, so I gotta fucking believe it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Coming at me like he's a Pokemon right now. Got the magma blast and everything. Ah, esto no me gusta.
Okay.
How I'm still alive? I don't know. Ah, there we go. Gotta make these last 4 fucking herbs count.
Okay.
Luckily it's reduced. I like that. Thought about that. Boom. Cool cutscene time? Cool cutscene time. Oh. Who's next? It's about to get real again. I love this part. This is the part that sold me on this game. That and a trailer for it. Oh. When you dig in the wrong block in Minecraft. I've been there. Such raw destruction. Damn. We're alive. We did it. Who won? We won. We won. Islands of Wool. Hey, of course I'd like this. Always save your game, kids. How do I equip that? Yeah, buddy. That would have helped during the other fight. Don't know, I had my killer machine. corrupted zombie things.
What?
You would think he could just like kind of like
Like taking candy.
loosely lift his sword up. I don't think he's ever taken candy from a baby. That easy. Or so I've heard. It is. Bruiser ring. Yeah, I'll see the bruiser ring tutorial. To trigger the target ring system, you need rings. After you equip your character with rings, the attack command will bring up the target ring automatically. Target ring battle system adds assorted abilities to your normal attacks with weapons. While the target ring system is activated, the target ring and time count will display when you choose the attack command. When the time count starts, hold down the right trigger and release when the outer ring is directly over the target ring. If your timing's right, your attack will be complete effective. Perfect is the best result. If time runs out or your timing was poor, your result will be bad and you will not achieve any additional effects. You don't get a negative though, that's good though, right? We already have the ring. I don't want to do the tutorial twice. They read it. I read it for the people. I did it for the culture. For the num. Heal me. Ah.
Guess we have no choice.
More zombies. I didn't even know what I did. I just held the right trigger. I'll do better this time. I didn't even hit the right trigger that time.
Like taking
Double
candy from a
bad.
baby.
Well, I got some learning to do. Definitely got some learning to do. So relaxing. I really. Principal time. Where do I defeated by the entrance area? Ah! See where it looks like somewhere I can go. Why do I feel like an idiot? Like I have a mini map.
Let's take him now.
Why am I not using it? Oh, okay. The time I saw that. Means it that time. Alright. Getting the hang of it. Oh, that's gonna be a little harder than I thought to master. I master everything immediately. I was saying is See how easy it is when you use your fucking minimap? Hot tip. Angel Plume. I'm assuming that's the equivalent to a Phoenix Down. So if I die, it'll bring me back.
Take it now.
I'm hoping not to die. Dead. Sounds like a good alternative to me. Ooh! How you like my knife? How you like my knife? Oh. It was a fluke.
Only the strong survive.
Was a. How dare you? Mana herb, gotta get that mana back. Dip your toes into that mana pool. I like how the lava just kind of like encased everything. Gave no fucks, so to speak. Right when you get to the vista. That's better than that. Can't be perfect all the time. We went from getting nothing to getting goods. Not getting SP for this. Actual points for it. Who's next? Another two zombs? Zombs? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There, I'm satisfied. Maybe could have been dead last turn. But getting that one block in felt good. This is a little zoom. Save point. Of course. How these games work. Play a JRPG. Not overriding it twice.
See anything? See.
Are they looting? Pillaging? What's going on here? I like their helmets. Play basketball with them.
Hey. What? That guy over there. He's still alive. Huh? Hey, you!
What about the others? You alone?
What's your name? Your unit?
Fuck my unit.
Argonar, Commander, 17th Platoon, Armored Magic Troopers.
It's a miracle you made it. Come with me. This way. Unbelievable. One survivor.
Yeah.
One's five.
Amazing he made it out safe. Especially in that outfit.
Thank you for acknowledging it. I love it. Or whetstone. Okay. You can assemble the rings you need for the target ring system. Ring assembly. Remember that you need components assembly. There are many different types of components. Can be earned in battle or found in treasure chests or at stores. The ring itself can be used as a component too. On the ring assembly screen, find the ring formula list. If you have the required component, then assemble the rings right away. Discover what possible on the ring assembly screen when you find new components. Find new ring formulas if you obtain new components. For them, pressing the X button. The formulas as you obtain new components. Once is enough. Enough. Another angel plume. Curious, what is it? Did I get it right? Is it just the phoenix stuff? Yeah, see? All the... There's a bug looking for.
We're pulling out. Let's move.
Pull out. Oh, I should have learned 3 kids ago. Pull out. Shout out to my kids. Love you. Maybe you'll watch this someday. We're way old. Like that's what he was doing when we were asleep during bedtime.
That's Officer Seth Balmore with the 43rd Magic Division.
Damn.
She's like you. She got out in one piece.
Really? You two are walking miracles.
Tell me you're the main character without telling me you're the main character.
Hey,
Your skimpy outfit too. Both skimpy. Well, not necessarily skimpy, but not necessarily armored either. Cars look like crickets with wheels, man. It's tripping me out. Not gonna lie. Oh, I like cockroaches. Some sort of industrial cockroach. Damn, look at that view. Welcome to San Andreas. The Magic Republic of Udara? Ura? I don't know, we're gonna find out. Hopefully they say it.
Here's where you get off, Lieutenant.
The Council wishes to hear from a survivor, sir. Sorry, not you, Officer Balmore.
hey, I'm a survivor too.
The Council has only summoned Lieutenant Argonar. Sit down and shut up.
Damn.
Well, that's just weird.
This way, Lieutenant.
I would have called her. Fuck, that one would come.
Follow me.
They kept her in the cricket. They're like, get her out of here. Get that cockroach. Cockroach, I meant the car. So this is basically like what's happening here is they're going through a magical industrial revolution where they use magic to produce new technology. Like elevators and whatnot. You know. That's cool. A cool little element there. There's some goodies we can pick up. You never know. Last time I played this game was a long time ago. I love it. But I don't necessarily remember like all of it. But I remember like a lot of the big moments and the big boss fights. Like when I played this game, I was just trying to rush through it like the very first time. And that didn't work out for me because I got locked in the first boss. Like during this mountain pass. But we'll get there. But this time I'll be ready for that. Gotta do a little bit of level grinding eventually. We're not even there yet. Right now, let's just enjoy all this weird magical technology.
Hey, you're that guy, right?
You're the guy.
Soldier that can't die. The 17th Division. That was the front line. They were smack in the middle of the Wall Highlands. No one could have survived that meteor crash.
That was a meteor?
But here you are, without a scratch.
Beg your pardon, Lieutenant, but it's really strange. The few we were able to save were far from the center of impact, and even those men were seriously injured. It's hard to believe that anyone could have survived that inferno.
Then don't believe it.
The anti-Naruto was born. And they're like, oh,
The Council won't like that attitude.
get that attitude. Jack, what?
Come on, tell us. How'd you make it?
Umbrella. I'd be so sarcastic about it. I'd be like, I got an umbrella, man. I'm Ringo Starr. I'm in the Beatles. With this game, we're probably in for the very long haul. I appreciate everyone and anyone watching. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy this title card sequence. And they didn't have to go this hard on the music. Oh, I feel like the chick singing. I'm like, oh, for my ears. Highly, highly rated task force making this game, man. What is it, like a sundial? Huge ass city. I think they're like the magic portals, right? There we go, Bubba. Welcome to Lost Odyssey. Like, man, that torch is bright. He's like, man, that reminds me of the meteor.
30 years ago, a new power manifested itself onto the world. With its discovery came the magic industrial revolution.
Talking about that, yes.
This power came to be called magic energy.
Very convenient.
There are none who can explain why this power, a power that merely lay buried within all living creatures, suddenly flourished as it did. Today, this magic energy permeates every corner of the world. It has changed the way people live, transformed the shape of industry, and has even altered the nature of war.
You see how he said altered, not changed? Because war never changes.
Is it true the Kents have requested a truce?
Indeed. We heard that enough men were committed to cover the Wall Highlands, and
Get
that
into
most of
these
the Kent force were
politics.
eliminated. This war was started by them. It's only right they withdraw.
We've also lost a tremendous number of troops. After suffering such a devastating loss, if the Goatsa were to strike now,
Goats.
there would be no way we could defend our country.
I like her pins.
And there are also
Her hair
Goatsa
things.
was pulling strings behind the invasion.
What makes you think that the Goatsa were involved?
We have confirmed that a large amount of military hardware has been moved from Goatsa to Kent. We assume Goatsa plans to use Kent to keep things stirred up and destabilize Ura.
Ooh,
Are you
wow.
saying that even the meteor crash was a Goatsan plot?
Bet you a lot of Marines love this place.
I have some disturbing information on that subject.
A horrible
I
dad
suspect
joke,
the
but
situation at Grandstaff may have caused the meteor
you know.
crash.
Oh, that's crazy.
This is not the first time that stories about it have reached my ears. This is not confirmed, but magic energy may have leaked out of Grandstaff, interfered with something in outer space, and precipitated this disaster. Gongora!
Gongora!
The Grand Staff falls under your jurisdiction. Do you have anything to say?
Fucking up with the Grand Staff.
Where did you get this information? Construction of Grand Staff is going smoothly.
Now that the forces of Ura have suffered such devastating losses,
Hoorah.
I think we have no other way to protect our land except with the magic energy that Grandstaff will provide. We should hold off on debating the pros and cons of Grandstaff until we've thoroughly reviewed the world's current situation.
What you say makes sense, but our plan to use magic energy is a double-edged sword. With all sorts of rumors flying around, we might want to halt construction of Grand Staff.
What?
Oh, he didn't like that. Like, what?
As soon as it's clear that Grand Staff had nothing to do with the meteor collision, we'll resume construction immediately, Gongora.
This got something to hide. Wink, wink. I'm going. Ooh, that was so refreshing. Not melting fast enough. Like, slushy. Take the elevator. Does that just take me back down? We don't have time to waste here. Once we're out of the station, please follow me straight to the council. Must get moving, lieutenants. Agnar, it's quite a long way to the council hall. Welcome. This is where you need to go if you need directions or have any questions about how to use the system. Also handle PA system announcements, monitor status reports, and lost and found services here. Need anything, lady? Soldiers have been acting so hostile lately. Could at least loosen up a bit while we're... That's never gonna happen, buddy. What'd you say? Ooh. City of Hoorah! We made it to Hoorah, guys.
Well done. You may leave.
Up, up.
Lieutenant Kayam Argonar, we thank you for a job well done. I am Roxian, chairman of the Central Council of Hoorah. Well, Lieutenant, it seems people are calling you the Immortal. We've heard there were almost no survivors from Hoorah or Kent after the meteor crashed on the Highlands, and yet you appear to be unharmed, even though you were presumably at the precise point of impact. Tell me, how did you survive?
I don't know.
Secret.
My lord, please allow me to explain.
Ooh.
Fine. Speak.
Roxy.
Thank you, my lord.
Angora, let's see.
Actually, this man is immortal thanks to my magic energy. He is under a spell of immortality that I conjured.
I wish to know more. This immortality spell, how does it work?
I don't know.
What? Are you saying that you don't know about the spell cast?
I don't remember. I recall nothing.
My lord, this man has lost his memory. However, he is skilled in magic energy. So I have been studying his abilities.
Then what can you tell us, Gongora?
Angora.
With all due respect,
Sounds like a fucking Godzilla
the
monster.
spell is a curse. It is said that merely hearing it brings death near.
Godzilla versus
For the safety
Gongora
of
on that.
everyone, it is better that the spell...
Very
I'll
well.
watch the shit out of it.
Since I trust your studied opinion, I shall
I'll
take
watch
your
it.
word that we should not know the spell. Death is determined by fate, and one cannot fight it. Lieutenant, since it seems that you cannot be killed, the Council would like to
All
bestow
that-
a special
So
mission
good.
on you. We want you to go to Grandstaff.
My lord,
Gongora, you cannot keep this hidden any longer. Till now, construction has been left up to you, but we've lost contact with the site.
it's just that...
Gongora,
Damn it, Gongora, shut up.
until we can confirm that Grandstaff project is safe, construction shall be suspended.
Gotcha. Angora.
Yes, my lord.
So now, Lieutenant Argonar. You know of Grandstaff, under construction in the Sea of Baz?
Oh,
I've
but
heard
I was
that it's a
hearing.
magic
Tell
staff.
me.
Yes, it is. As you just heard, all communications with the site have been cut off for some time now. Considering the danger from magic energy leaks, we suspect that no one can investigate the possible cause, except someone immortal.
Well, there is someone else.
What did you say?
At the Wall Highlands, another immortal. Her name is Balmor.
Well then, this other one shall accompany you. I shall summon her.
Oh, yeah.
Make the arrangements.
Got me some company, Bubba.
Right away, my lord.
Good company, Bubba.
My
Praise
lord,
God, as
pardon
Caleb
me for
Bond would
saying
say.
this, but I'm building Grand Staff for the sake of our nation and its people.
Enough! We will await Khaim's return and report.
Of course, my lord.
You are dismissed, Lieutenant.
Thank you for coming, Lieutenant Agonar. A word from Chairman Roxian that you're off duty until further official orders from the council. You'll find him just along the street. Saying we've already arranged for the council to contact you. You can check the local inns and shops while navigation map on the top right corner of your. Let's get over here. I like how he goes like, oh yeah, the inn's up the street. Never finds the inn. The war is over, but the hard time continues. Go for a drink. Man, I hate when I do that when it's like against the wall. Whew. A cold, chilly day at work today. His music just hits the spot, you know. In real life. Also, probably that magma tends to survive. I will. Oh, I wanted to pet the doggo. Gongora Mansion garden. Only I could have taken a cockroach here. Yes. Hey. Nobody can go in there. Gotta get in tomorrow. Oh, that's where we came out of. Get it. Doggo ran away. Hey lady, what are you looking at? Industrial area, the sprouts below is the crown symbol of the magic industrial revolution. The people who live here make the lavish lifestyle of Ura possible. Nice. We're on Main Street.
And now, counselors, I propose that Gongora be removed from Grand Staff Project
Damn.
with control transferred to this council.
My lord.
In addition,
He really didn't like that.
completes his investigation, I propose that Gongora be confined to his residence under surveillance. Those who disagree with my proposal, raise your hands now.
It appears I have no choice but to agree.
I see there are no objections. It is decided.
Kinda wish I knew like more. Like who is the council, you know? Like what the fuck is it, like the little different counties? Or do you guys think that's too in-depth? Let me know what you think. Is that too in-depth what I want? Welcome. Council told me about you. Enjoy your stay.
As Kaim slips into deep sleep,
First
his dream unfolds.
First dream.
A dream or his past. At this moment, there is no way he could know.
Oh. Oh. Why are you standing at the edge? I had a couple dreams like that before too. Spider-Man. Oh, we're getting our first dream unlocked. Feel you, buddy. I don't know what the hell. What's the astral plane trying to tell you, my guy? God, I made a mess that time. Let's stick to water for now. Kime recalls a memory that was locked deep within his heart. A dream has been revealed. Let's dream. I don't remember if these are voiced or not. If they're not voiced, I'll read them to you guys. A little bedtime story. These are basically his memories. Written by an award-winning family member. The family members have tears in their eyes when they welcome Kime back to the inn from the long journey. Thank you so much for coming. He understands the situation. Time for departure is drawing near. Anna's departure. Too soon, too soon. Still, he knows the day would have to come sometime, and not in the distance. I might never see you again, said to him with a sad smile when he left. On this journey, her smiling face almost transparent in its whiteness, fragile, and therefore indescribably beautiful as she laid in bed. May I see Hannah now? He asked. The innkeeper gives him a tiny nod and says, I don't think she'll know who you are, though. She hasn't opened her eyes since last night, he warms. You can tell from the slight movement on her chest that she is clinging to the fragile thread of life, but it could snap at any moment. Shame. You know you made it a point to come back here for her? Another tear glides down his wife's cheek. I don't have extra words there. Never mind, it's fine, Kyle. He has been present at innumerable deaths, and his experience has taught him much. Death takes away the power of speech first of all, then the ability to see. What remains alive to the very end, however, is the power to hear. Even though the person has lost consciousness, by no means unusual for the voices of the family to bring forth smiles or Kime put his arm around the woman's shoulder and he says, I have a lot of travel stories to tell her. I've been looking forward to this my whole time on the road. Instead of smiling, the woman released another large tear. Nods to Kime. Hannah was looking forward to your stories. Her sobs almost drown out the words. The innkeeper says, I wish I could urge you to rest up from your travels before you see. But Kime interrupts. He apologizes, of course. I'll be here right away. There's very little time left. Hannah, the only daughter of the innkeeper and his wife, will probably breathe her last breath before the sun comes up. Kime lowers his pack to the floor, quietly opens the door to Hannah's room. Hannah, frail from birth, far from enjoying the opportunity to travel the town or the neighborhood. When she was born and raised, the child will probably not live to adulthood, the doctor told her parents. But this tiny girl with extraordinarily beautiful doll-like features, the gods had dealt an all too sad destiny. They had allowed her to be born the only daughter of the keepers of a small inn by the highway was perhaps one of act of atonement for such iniquity. Hannah was unable to go anywhere, but the guests who stayed at her parents' inn would tell her stories of countries and towns and landscapes and people she would never know. Whenever new guests arrived at the inn, Hannah would ask them, where are you from? Where are you going? Can you tell me a story? Oh, dude, the music's getting to me. This is worse than that dog commercial. She would sit and listen to the stories with sparkling eyes, urging them on the new episodes, and then, when she left the inn, she would beg them, please come back and tell me lots and lots of stories about faraway countries. She would stand there waving until the person disappeared far down the highway. Give one lonely sigh and go back to bed. Hannah has no one else in the room, perhaps an indication of stage when doctors can do anything. Chaim sits down in the chair next to the bed and says with a "Hello, Hannah. I'm back." She does not respond. Her little chest, still without swelling of a grown woman, raises and falls almost imperceptibly. I went far across the ocean. This time, he tells her. The ocean on the side. Oh, dude, why am I crying? Where the sun comes up, I took a boat from the harbor. Way, way far beyond the mountains. So sad right now. And I was on the sea from the time the moon was perfectly round. It got smaller and smaller and then bigger and bigger until it was full again. There was nothing ocean as far as you could see, just sea and sky. And you imagine it, Hannah? You've never seen the ocean, but I'm sure people have told you about it. It's huge. It's like a huge endless puddle. Kyle chuckled to himself. And it seemed to him that Hannah's pale white cheek moved slightly. She can hear him, even if she cannot speak or see, her ears are still alive. Believing and hoping this to be true, Kyle continues the story of his travels. He speaks in the words of parting. As always, Hannah Kyle smiles, special gentleness he never shown to anyone. Bro, this is fucking getting to me. And he goes on telling his tales with a bright voice, sometimes even accompanying his story with exaggerated gestures. He tells us about the ocean, he tells us about the blue sky, he says nothing about the violent sea battle. Stay in the ocean red, he tells her about those things. Anna was still a tiny girl when Kyle first visited the inn. When she asked him, "Where are you from? Will you tell me some stories?" Childish pronunciation, innocent smile. Kyle felt a soft glow in his chest. At the time, he was returning from a battle. More precisely, he had ended one battle and was on his way to the next. His life consisted of traveling from one battlefield to another, and nothing about that has changed to this day. He has taken the lives of countless enemy troops and witnessed the deaths of countless comrades on the battlefield. Moreover, the only thing separating enemies from comrades is the slightest stroke of fortune. Had the gears of destiny turned in a slightly different way, his enemies would have been comrades and his comrades' enemies. This is the fate of a mercenary. He was spiritually worn down back then and feeling unbearably lonely. As a possessor to eternal life, Kyle had no fear of death, which was precisely why each of the soldiers' faces distorted in tear, why each face of a man who died in agony was burned permanently into his brain. Ordinarily, he would spend nights on the road drinking, immersing himself in alcoholic stupor, or pretending he was trying to make himself forget the unforgettable. One, however, he saw Hannah smile as she begged him for stories about his long journey, felt the warm, deeper comfort he could ever obtain from liquor. I don't know, man. A little drinky poo never hurts. He told her many things in the beautiful flower he discovered on the battlefield, and about the bewitching beauty of the mist filling the void the night before the final battle, the marvelous taste of the spring water in the ravine where he and his men had fled after losing battle, about a vast bottomless blue sky he saw after a battle. Never told her anything sad. He kept his mouth shut about the human ugliness and stupidity he witnessed endlessly on the battlefield. He concealed position as mercenary from her, Kept silent regarding his reasons for travel consistently and spoke only things that were beautiful, sweet, and lovely. He sees now that he told Hannah only beautiful stories of the road like this, not so much out of concern for her purity, but for his own sake. Staying in the inn where Hannah waited to see him turned out to be one of Khan's small pleasures in life. Telling her about the memory he brought back from his journeys were felt some degree of salvation, however slight. 5 years, 10 years, his friendship with the girl continued. Little by little she neared adulthood, which meant, as the doctors predicted, each day brought her that much closer to death. And now comments the last travel story he will share with her. He can never see her again, he can never tell her stories again. Or dawn, the darkness of night is long pauses in the long pauses enter into Hannah's breathing. The frail thread of her life is about to snap as calm, and her parents watch over her. The tiny light that lodged in Khan's breast be extinguished. His lonely travels will begin again tomorrow. His long travels without it. You'll be leaving on your own travels of your own soon, Hannah. I tell her gently. You'll be leaving for a world that no one knows. Oh, you're not that late, bro. You're showing up. I'm fucking crying right now. Reading shit. You'll be able to leave your bed, walk anywhere you want to go. You'll be free. He wants her to know that death is not sorrow, but a joy mixed with tears. It is your turn now. Be sure and tell everyone about the memories of your journey. Her parents will make the same journey someday. Someday Hannah will be able to meet all the guests she has known at the inn, far beyond the sky. I, however, can never go there. I can never escape this world. I can never see you again. This is not goodbye, it is the start of your journey. Spoke his final words to her. We'll meet again. His final lie to her. Hannah makes her departure. Her face is transfused with a tranquil smile, as if she just said, "See you soon." Her eyes will never open again. A single tear slides slowly down her cheek. Sure. That was deep as fuck. Tears a little bit. I'm shook, as the kids would say. I'm shook, dog. Tom's mind is filled with lost pieces of past memories. Certain sights or conversations can bring these memories back in form of dreams. To view episodes from 1000 Dream Agains, rest at any better inn, or select from the start menu. You can view these episodes any number of times. Viewing an episode of 1000 Dreams, you can pause it by pressing the start button or cancel by pressing the back button. I don't want to be the tutorial again. Bodies hit the floor. Keep going. I'm not crying, you are. Safe. Been long enough. I bet you the rest of my colada hasn't melted. Did you sleep well? No messages for you yet, I'm afraid. We'll hold messages for you here, but please don't hesitate to take a stroll. I'm sure you'd like to forget the horrors of the battlefield. Oh, by the way, feel free to use any items you find here. They're compliments of the house. Fancy. There's like nothing you can take. They're like, yeah, compliments of the house. There's nothing. Hey guy, let me through. The bathhouse guy? That's locked. What are you keeping back here? What are you doing? At the back door. You don't belong here. Get out of here. You don't belong here. But yeah, how was your day, Bashi? You said the raw emotion. Emotion. Didn't necessarily say raw. Did say emotion. Here comes Sid. Oh, we haven't met him yet, but I played this game before. I played this game before, so I know the characters. Some of them. Most of them. All of them. Damn, son.
Wait, let go! My throat! My throat!
Why are you following me?
You're Kai Marganar. I mean, Lord Gongor asked me to do it. It's the truth. I'm supposed to tell you to go to his manor. He has something important to tell you.
You are?
Jansen, messenger for Lord Gongora. At your service.
Why'd I call him Sid? Like, I know these characters. This is Sid. My name's Jensen.
What an attitude. Jeez whiz.
Like, no map? Oh. I guess that is the map, oh. Oh. Fucking Hannah's story, bro. Still getting to me. Got to me. It's true, the soldiers in the front of his house aren't protecting him, but rather keep it. Oh no, lady, I'm not in the gossip. Not for me. Yeah, the music in this game is amazing. It does so much, man. I have no idea where I'm going, but maybe I'll find a way. Oh, the monorail's out. Thank you. I didn't write it. Jerk. Didn't write it. You're gonna tell me the same thing, aren't you? I didn't even stay at that point. I just skipped the fucking dialogue. Ooh, engraved ring. You know what? My dad works in magic production factory. He's the boss of the place. I'm not the boss of anything, really. I'm glad she's proud of me, though. Everything I do for her. God damn it, no, we're not doing this again. Tears just dried. The dream has been revealed. Alright, I'll try not to cry this time. Oh, oh my god. Oh, this one's called Little Liar. Ooh. So these are like his past memories, basically. Everyone in the marketplace hates the little girl. Yet 10 years old and far from having outgrown the sweet innocence of childhood, She earns only open contempt from the grown-ups who have shops in the market. The reason is simple. Lies about everything. Hey, mister, I just saw a burglar go into your house. Look, lady, everything just fell off your shelf. Hey, everybody, did you hear the traveler said? Bandits are planning to attack this market. Even the most harmless white lies can be annoying if repeated often enough. The shopkeepers have found themselves growing angry. Better watch out for her, too, the lady. Greengrocer warms Kyle. Nobody here falls for her lies anymore. But she's always on the lookout for newcomers or strangers. Someone like you would be perfect target for. You could be right. Kyle is new to town. He arrived a few days ago and had just started working in the marketplace today. What do her parents do? Ah, shit, I did. Kyle asks while unloading a cart full of vegetables. The woman frowns and shakes her head with a sigh. Didn't have any. They died. The mother did at least maybe 4 or 5 years ago. She was a healthy young woman who never so much caught a cold in her life. Then one day she collapsed, and that was it for her. How about the father? She dies more deeply and says than before and says he left to find a job in the city. In the city? The parents used to operate a variety store in the market. The mother almost single-handedly took care of the actual buying and selling of many goods they carried. As soon as she died, the shop's fortunes took a plunge until it was eventually taken over by someone else. The father went off to a distant capital city in search of a good-paying job that would enable him to cover the debts. He promised to come back in 6 months, but that he has been gone a whole year now. Letters used to arrive from him on occasion, care of his friend the tailor, but those two gave out about 6 months ago. Damn, she's basically a Chavo del Ocho, but a liar, you know? And she don't want no tortas de jamón. I guess you could say it's sad for such a little girl to be waiting around for her father to come home, but still, the girl now sleeps in the corner of a communal storehouse run by the people of the marketplace. We all used to talk about taking care of her, to be standing parents for her until her father come back. This is no surprise to Kaim, as he knows from his own experience that all the people who work in the marketplace, and not just this plump and woman, are good-hearted, generous, despite their limited means. Otherwise, they would have never have hired a stranger like himself. But long before that first 6 months went by, we were all hardly sick of her. She was a sweet, simple girl while her mother was alive. His experience has left her kind of twisted. All her sweetness is gone. Of course, we all feel sorry for her, and we take our turns feeding her and dressing her and hand-me-downs, but the way she keeps telling lies to the grown-ups, nobody really cares about her anymore. Why can't she see that? She must be lonely, don't you think? With a pained smile, the woman shrugged and says, "That's enough gabbing for one day. Work, work," and she goes back inside the shop. Man, you can think about it too much. Chaim is sorting the vegetables he unloaded in front of the shop when he hears a little voice behind him. "Hi, mister, you new here?" The girl. "You're not from town, are you?" "No, I'm not. Are you living upstairs while you work here?" "For a while, at least. That's what I'm hoping to do." "I'll tell you a secret, okay?" "It's starting already." "Okay," Chaim says without pausing his work. "There's a ghost in this marketplace. The people here don't tell anybody about it because it's bad for business, but it's really here. I see it all the time." "Really?" Chaim responds with faint surprise. He decides to play along with her rather than scold her for lying. In this endless long life of his, he has encountered any number of children who have lost their parents or been abandoned by them. The sadness and loneliness of the children who have been cast into the wide world alone are exactly what Khan feels himself as he continues to wander through the infinite flow of time. "What kind of ghost?" "Woman, I know who she is. It's the ghost of a mother who lost her child," she says. Her little girl, her only child, died in an epidemic. Overcome with grief, the mother chose to die, and now her ghost appears in the marketplace every night searching for her daughter. The poor mother, she killed herself so she could be with her daughter. Can't find her in the other world either, so she keeps looking for her here, calling out, "Where are you? Hurry and come with mommy to the other world." The girl told her a story with deadly seriousness. Don't you think it's sad? She asked Kyle. She actually has tears in her eyes, which is precisely why Kyle knows she's lying. Even if he had not been warned by the woman, he would have known this was a lie, based on what she told him about the girl's background. Kyle carefully arranged a bunch of well-ripened grapes in the display crate and asked the girl, "Why do you think the mother can't find her daughter?" "What?" the girl asked with a dazed stare. "Well," he explained, "the girl's not in the other world, and she's not wandering around in this world. So where is she?" Kyle does not mean this to be a cross-examination. He simply feels that someone who lies out of sorrow can have a far easier time out of recognizing the lie for what it is. The loneliness of the girl who has lost her mother, has been abandoned by her father, consists not in the telling one little lie, but in having to keep on lying. Now that you mention it, that's a good point, the girl says, smiling calmly. Really, where did the girl go? Kyle momentarily considers, pointing out the girl as if saying, right here, but before he can do so, she continues. This is the first time anybody has ever asked me that. You're kind of different, I wonder. Well, you're different, the girl insists. I think we can be friends, her smile deepens. Tom smiles back at her, says nothing. Just then he hears a lady grocer coming from the back of the shop and the girl dashes away. Just before she disappears around the corner into the alley, the girl gives Kyle a little wave as to say, "See you soon." The first time the face of the girl with the all too grown up speaking style shows a hint of childness befitting her years. The girl begins to see Kyle at the shop several times a day when the lady grocer is not around. Tells him one lie after another. "I baked cookies with my mother last night. I wanted to give you some. They were so good I ate them all. Bandit kids sent me when I was a little baby, but my father came to save me and beat up all the bandits so I didn't get killed. My house, it's big, white one at the foot of the mountain. You're new here, so you probably don't know it. It's the biggest one in town. You don't have a family. You're all alone. Poor Kyle. I wish I could share some of my happiness with you." All her lies bore of sorrow, sad, lonely lies. You could never tell to a marketplace people who knew her background at the end of every chat with Kyle as she's leaving, the girl hold her fingers to her lips and say, this is our little secret. Don't tell the lady grocer." Of course, Kyle said nothing to anyone. If he happens to find himself in the situation where the market people are speaking ill of the girl, quietly slips away. Lies and experiments are funny things. They don't take shape because someone tells them, but rather because someone listens to and voices agreement with them. A truly isolated individual can never speak ill of anyone. The same can be said regarding lies. Because she has someone to tell lies to, the girl need not fall into the abyss of true isolation. To protect her small, sad share of happiness, Kyle plays the role of her listener, raising no objection. So basically, just listening to her lie. Just, keeping her busy. One day when the girl comes to Kyle, she takes special care not to be noticed by the lady grocer or the owners of the neighborhood shops. "Tell me, mister, are you planning to stay here a long time?" "No, I'm not," Kyle says, continuing to unload vegetables and fruit. You'll be leaving when you save up enough money, probably. But you don't have enough yet." "I'm getting there," he says, turning a strange smile on the girl. This is a white lie of his own. He already has enough money to support himself on the road. Nor has he taken his current living job because he needs money so badly. He is here because he's not found a destination he wants to travel to. A journey without a destination is an endless journey. Wise men said that you need dreams and goals in life, but the dreams to accomplish and goals to realize shine as guideposts in life. Precisely because life is finite. So then, to the dreams and goals of one who has burdened with a life that has no end. Time is not a journey to be hurried, nor is it one that can be hurried. Perhaps drifting day after day with no destination cannot even be called a journey. If I were you, said the girl, I would get out of this marketplace as soon as I saved up enough money for 2 or 3 days of traveling. Hiram responds to her with a silent pain smile. What would be the look on the girl's face if Kyle were to tell her, I'm staying here for you? I am finding the meaning of life for now and providing you with a listener for your lies. The moment these words came to mind, whereas he can never actually speak to her, the world looks around furtively and says in a near whisper, if you want to get out of here soon, I know a good way you can do it. A good way? Sneak into the tailor's end, steals money. There's a little pot in the cabinet at the back of the shop. It's full of money. Are you telling me to steal it? Yes. She looks straight at Kyle with a slight show of doubt in her eyes. In all seriousness, she goes to explain the tailor deserves to have his place robbed. The money in the pot, she says, is tainted. I know this. A good friend of mine, she says. It's also sad about her. Her mother died and her father went off to work to the capital and she's all alone. Her father was supposed to come get her about 6 months, but he hasn't heard anything from her. Yet another lie born of sorrow. I come and ask, is there another connection between your friend and the tailor? Of course, she says a close connection. What really happening is the father was sending her money every month the way he was supposed to help make her life in the town a little easier. He kept writing her. He wanted to tell her he'd found a good job in the city and she could come live with him right away. He's too busy to come for her, so she should come to him. And he sent her the money for the trip, but none of the letters or money ever reached the girl. And why do you think that is? Before Calm could answer, the girl says the mistake he made was to send the letters and money care of the tailor. He's been keeping all the money for himself. Kayam looks away from the girl. In order to prop up one sad lie, the girl has piled on the sadder one. A lie that can hurt another person. That's the saddest thing of all. The lock on the tailor's back door would be really easy to break, the girl adds, as she gallops away without waiting for Kayam's reply. The girl running into the grocery store the next morning, shouting for the owner, she says directly to the wall, I'm not calling. Burglars broke into my tailor shop last night. She said she saw a number of burglars sneak in late after the marketplace. Oh my, the woman with a forced smile. That must have been just terrible. She's obviously not taking the girl seriously. But it's true though. I really saw them. Look, little girl, I've just about had all I can take from you. You're just such a little liar. It scares me to death to think about you growing up to be a burglar or a con artist or something. I'm trying to open my shop now. Do you mind trying it on someone else? She's hardly through speaking when someone outside shouts, help! Somebody help! The tailor is standing in the street, looking horrified and screaming at the top of his lungs. Burglars, they took all my money. The girl slips away as the tailor comes in. The moccasin isn't enough, though. The girl was not lying, that much is certain. But all too accustomed to her lies, people now suggest the possibility of another kind of lie. Maybe she did it. What do you think? And so it begins. I think you may be right. Talk about play acting. I wouldn't put it past her. Let's go find her. We'll make her tell even if we have to get a little rough with her. No one objects to this objection. Some run off to the storehouse and others start searching the marketplace. Can't find her anywhere. The storehouse is empty. She ran away with the money. All the searchers return with a report. Speculation. Khan finally understands everything. After all her sad lies, the girl has left one final truth. She couldn't have gotten far. Yeah, we can still catch her, that little thief. Wait till I get my hands on her. The men rage and the woman fan the flames. Good, give her what she deserves. We're so nice to her, and now this is how she treats us. We can't let her get away with it. A dozen men start to run after her, but Kime stands in the road, blocking their way. Hey, move it! The men are out for blood, but Kime knows if he felt like it, he could knock them all down, and they wouldn't be able to lay a finger on him. Then he relaxes his powerful stance and throws a leather coin pouch on the ground in front of the men. The stolen money is there, he says. What? Sorry, I stole it. The confused stir quickly turns into angry shouts. Chaim relays his hands to show he will not resist. Do what you like with me. I'm ready. The lady grocer breaks through the wall of men shouting at him. How could you do this, Chaim? I wanted the money. That's all. You're not just saying this to protect the world. The woman's intuition is too sharp, forcing a smile. Chaim turns to the tailor and says it was the pot in the cabinet, right? The man nods energetically. It's true. He must have done it. I had the money in a pot. He's the thief. The money wasn't the only thing in the pot, though. What are you saying? You had letters in there, too. Letters from the girl's father. That's a lie. Don't be crazy. No, it's true, though. No, there couldn't have been any letters. I threw them all. The tailor claps his hand over his mouth, but it was too late. The lady grocer glared at him. What is this all about? She demands. I know, I mean, you better tell us everything. People's angry glances turn from Chaim to the tailor. Some day later, two letters arrived from the girl addressed to the lady at the grocery store and the nice man upstairs. Chaim says the girl managed to find her father in the capital. He has no way of knowing if this is true or not. If it's hard to imagine a little girl finding her father in the big city so easily without knowing his address or workplace. So he decided to believe it when the girl letter says, I am happy now. Human beings are the only animals that lie. Lies to deceive people, lies to benefit oneself, and lies to protect one's own heart from the threat of crushing loneliness and sorrow. If there were no lies in the world, much strife and misunderstanding would surely disappear. On the other hand, perhaps, it is because the world is a mixture of truth and lies that people have learned to believe. When he is through reading the letter, Chaim turns to the woman. Concentrating on her own letter, she shyly raises her head when she senses Chaim looking at her. I give up, she declares. Listen to this. I'm so grateful for you and the others in the marketplace for all you've done for me. I will never forget you as long as I live. A liar to the bitter end, that girl, she says, smiling through her tears. Well, I'm definitely going to stop talking to people now. Just kidding. I didn't expect that. Definitely not the way I'm supposed to go. Got a nice story out of it, though. And that's what this is all about. Just enjoying the game. Remember, y'all picked this game. I'm just enjoying the shit out of it. Where's Gongora's fucking house? Hey, my guy, can you hook it up in a grasshopper? Damn. Just my luck. Everything's broken. The monorail's broken. Taxis are broken. Hey, doggo. There was a doggo there, guys. Fucking music apps. Put this on a playlist and listen to it. Right away. Which street though? This street? We came down the wrong way, fellas. I haven't seen any shinies in a while either. Lord Angora, a member of the council, is also an expert in magic energy. No one can match up on the subject or in its use. Jeez, lady. Get off his dick. You even know the guy? I swear there's monsters and shit in this game. I'm just not there yet. Hoorah! Residential. I think we're getting closer. I think he lives in that big ass house at the end of the road. Oh yeah, Papa. Ancient garden. I was like, oh, we hit a cutscene. I can drink some of this. Nope. Nope. Please wait a little longer. Cutscene.
House arrest is going too far. I have firmly opposed Roxian on this. Do not despair, Gongora.
Thank you, Your Majesty. It is much more than I could have asked. Your father would have been pleased.
I could never fill my father's shoes. And now that Ura is
He must have had like big shoes.
a citizen like everyone else, I am no longer Your Majesty.
I respect the royal blood that flows
Okay.
in your veins. It is only fitting that I offer.
Do not be foolish. People will think you're a dissident who wants to restore the monarchy.
Not a
I'm truly
monarchy
thankful you
anymore.
come to see me. You've always been so kind.
You taught me the rudiments of magic. I cannot help but be kind to you in return. I cannot understand Roxian. I believe he intends to stop work on Grand Staff. It makes me angry, Gongora. Our entire nation has benefited from magic energy, yet he does not understand. If we can increase magic energy with Grand Staff, just think how much better our people's lives would be. We would no longer need soldiers. You have seen the future of Ura, and how Grand Staff can make it happen. Roxian's vision is too narrow for our nation to grow. I am sorry you had to witness that.
There is no need to apologize. I'm happy Your Highness understands.
Some political monarchy stuff going on.
We could develop
Some shenanigans.
far better magic engine.
Please let me know what you need, Gongora. I can help you.
I am unworthy, Your Highness.
I'm not worthy. Dude kind of looks like, what's her name from Game of Thrones? Captain Phasma. Her name, you know? Not as tall though. She's a tall woman. Guy is a man. The right door? Not the right door. Fine. Right there? I don't think I'm clicking the right button. I'm like, they're blue. Should be able to. Courtyard here. Oh, think about shit and respect your elders and whatnot. The Magic Research Lab. Oh, what up? Like me, flare bomb, berserker necklace, and Hawkeye. I like the TV show though. Back to the fight. Like, is Gungora in here? Like, what? Holy hacked with the council. How did they get research? Probably did it for a reason. What that? When you're shady, people don't let you do things. Like, if you don't have that privilege and lady, where do I go? In the study on the second floor, you can take the lift from the central laboratory. Orale. Thanks. He was like, where's you just been running around in circles? How we do? I'm immortal. I'm in no rush. Let's walking around a couple circles. That one? The other side? Trying to go up the wrong lift, everyone. Now we're going up the right lift.
That woman. How could she be in Ura without me knowing?
Ooh. That's shady. The woman. Why does he not want that woman there?
Good, you're here.
Is
I
his
asked you
hand
here for only one reason.
like it's dirty?
Hold on.
They're being listened to. You're telling me he didn't notice that guy the whole time?
Oh no, great, here he comes.
God damn.
Whoa, hey, you are really short-tempered. Hey, I don't have a sword, okay? Easy.
Why are you here?
I told you, I'm just a messenger. I came to see if you really come or not, which you have, so that's good.
That's enough, Kaim. He's on our side.
Thanks. A little late, though.
We can use him. He's cunning and quick, and he has many connections. I want you to take him on your investigation of Grand Staff.
No way, sir.
You know, I thought he'd say that, my lord. His shoes, hello?
Look, this other immortal joining the investigation, she might be dangerous.
Why?
The woman was once a pirate. I don't know how.
Yeah, she was.
A soldier for our army. Well, the past is the past, and I know little else about her.
They're basically all like Wolverine.
Jensen with you. He can help keep her in check. Despite what else he may be, he has a healthy respect for women.
So, you know, I heard she was a looker, if you catch my drift. I mean, you've seen her, right? Okay, be that way. You guys are way too serious.
Kim Jensen.
Pirate.
That guy's eyebrows, bro. Can they make my eyebrows look that way?
All right, then. I'll be there early. Oh, yeah, you can count on it.
Remember, Kaim.
One I can trust.
I can't leave here for a while. The Grand Staff is my life's work. So if something is wrong, I want you, with your immortal powers, to find out what it is. Understood?
Aye, aye, Captain.
You'll be briefed later. You should go now.
I'll be right behind you.
Got our goofball, our lovable goofball is in tow.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
You know, my lord, I've been thinking, working with this guy, It's like playing with fire. I mean, did you see his eyes? I mean, that's creepy. I got a bad feeling about this whole thing. I mean, this little guarantee is not going to be enough, I'm afraid, to keep an eye on him. You're going to have to give me a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
You're already under a magic contract.
Aw, shit.
Don't get greedy.
Whoa, hey, okay, that's some serious mojo, buddy. Easy, easy.
Is your fee still unsatisfactory?
I'll burn you with these candles.
I'm not laughing, okay? I didn't stick my neck out for this, okay?
I love his shirt. What does he have, like a band t-shirt under there with some fucking roses? Like everyone's got this like elegant armor and stuff. He's got like a band tee. Got out like the hottest topic. Get out of here. Let's get to the hotel. Yeah, coming in and out of here, you should damage Logan Gore's reputation. Look on the island. Yeah, I'll leave. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I want to leave. Already explored and got the stuff. Yeah. Let's go out of here. I love how his hair is just like flop, flop, flop. It's all JRPGs. This is gonna be a slower burn than usual.
I've been looking everywhere for you. I heard about the Grand Staff investigation. Looks like we both got the short end of the stick. It's not enough that we just keep surviving, eh? There's always something. So, what did you learn in the council?
Nothing to do with you.
Really? Say, haven't we met somewhere before? Nothing to worry about if you can't remember. Neither can I.
You too, huh?
I can't recall a thing. All I know is that my name seems to be Seth Balmore. People say I used to be a pirate. Isn't it strange that both of us lost our memory and are immortal?
Questioning begins.
A long time ago. I sort of get that feeling when I look at you. When we met before, were we enemies? Or allies? Or maybe even lovers?
Got mad Faye Valentine vibes right now.
Looking forward to starting our journey tomorrow, Kaim Argonar.
Tomorrow?
You still haven't been contacted by the council? You set out for Grand Staff tomorrow morning. I thought you would have heard by now. Oh, and by the way, I'll be joining you on your little trip.
So you are going with me then?
Being late is strictly forbidden.
He's like, why are you running? Where do you have to be in a hurry? Tomorrow? I gotta go tomorrow. When you find out you have to work on your weekend off tomorrow? For reals? So I usually am only intending on doing like 2 hours, but since it's the first episode, I'm gonna go a little longer to get it as far as I can out of the city and into the next, into like the actual meaty good part and the battles and all that stuff. Report to the Great Gate for your next mission. Get to the station. You can either take the monorail or pick up a taxi to the Great Gate, but be careful out. This way. Yes, the taxis are back up and running. Ah, doggo. Oh, you're not a taxi guy? Not a guy with the taxi? I thought I was going the right way, but I was really going the wrong. Oh. Man, I feel foolish for running all the way down when it was just a turn. I'm gonna go with a cricket. I wanna go in a cricket car. Because I've always wanted to ride a cricket with wheels. This is the play to catch a magic taxi. Where you headed? Great Gate. Yes. Get in. I didn't even get to see the Great Cricket. The Great Gate of Ura!
Why aren't we leaving? We should have already been gone by now.
I'm waiting for somebody.
What?
Who?
There's somebody else on the team.
Huh? I haven't heard about that.
I have.
Forgive. Fucking Jensen.
What the? This is the other guy?
Yeah.
Whoa, baby. What a... I can't believe I love you.
Reeks of booze.
Why are you late?
Can't you tell? Someone's got to do certain things before leaving on a mission like this. I know what I had to do.
He did what he had to do.
Jerk.
He said, oh, don't go.
I love it. Do or die, Johnson is now off to meet certain death.
Fucking drunk.
Jensen, come back to us. We still have that bar
Oh, that is
for you.
so sweet. I know. Oh, don't say that. That's so nice. Oh, you girls, I'm already missing you. Hey, can I have just 15 more minutes? Hey, 15 for her, and her. That's 45 minutes. That's all I'm asking.
Like we would wait for you, you worthless drunk.
Damn, we got told.
Poor things.
I think I
You
was
know
very
what?
good.
You're free to go.
Hey,
Thanks for bringing him to us.
Well, thank you. You're such a doll. You come and play with us next time, honey.
Oh, yeah, Papa.
Don't touch me. Get out of here.
He said, get out of here. Don't touch me.
That's not very nice. Okay, bye-bye, girls. Don't cry. I'll be back. Don't worry. Okay.
Great. Just what we need. More useless baggage.
Hey, that's not nice. I ain't gonna come in real handy. You know, you can count on it. Oh, hey.
Who's counting on what?
Carry that shit. Be useful, dog.
Man, you are so angry. What is your problem? Hey, you ready?
Link. Yes. Mortals like Jensen learn new skills by raising their level, but immortals don't acquire new skills by leveling up. Mortals can learn skills from mortals using Skill Link. Configure Skill Link from the skill menu. By selecting a mortal All of the skills will be learned will be displayed. Like the skill you want to learn, and the link will be established. To learn the skill, you must fill the SP gauge. HP can be gained in battle. Alright, and the mortal using skill link with a mortal can only earn SP towards the link skill if they are both in formation. After using the skill link, don't forget to set the battle formation. Skill can also be learned from accessories. Some accessories grant the user the effect of the skill simply by equipping them. The skills learned from mortals will not be effective unless you assign them in skill slots. Mortals can use skill to assign in the skill slots. Don't forget to assign what you want to use in here. They're telling me this. Maybe I mean. No, change it. So this game's all about formations, you know? You gotta put the weaker members in the back and the stronger in the front. But since I'm trying to do the skill link and they gotta be in the same area. Shopkeeper, well, this is quite rare running into travelers in a place like this. If you're going on the journey, then you're sure lucked out of running into me. I just got some new wares in stock, so take a look, see what I have on offer. Beyond the Great Gate is a dangerous region, infested with monsters. You better be prepared traveling through there. Equipment and medicine, I've got everything you need. What are you buying? A lot. I run a humble shop in the city of Ura. If you're in need of medicine or such, pay me a visit. I'll be quite happy with what you'll find, buddy. For sure. For sure. Location, city of Ura. That's, oh, okay, that's where we were at the beginning. Right now, that's where we're going. Ipsilian Mountains North. This flute's like... Yeah, luego bailando así like... You know those guys that play the flute, you know, with the little... They're like Pan's Labyrinth flutes. What are those called, man? Those are dope.
Easy, Buck. I just gotta follow him. This is like a death march. Hey, we gotta get through that? There's no road.
Pull yourself together. If this is all it takes to wear you out, we're in trouble.
Yeah, well, I don't wear out in bed.
Once we get through here, there's the Ypsilon Range. Those mountains are steep and rugged. The weather is unpredictable. And since the ground is unstable, we have to be on the lookout for rock slides too. Of course, I expect to see you take a tumble into the canyon before we see any rocks doing it.
Yeah, funny. You know, Lord Gongora was saying you have a problem with your memory, right? I mean, you sure know these mountains well enough. And of course, you know you shave your legs every day and you pluck your eyebrows. And you owe me money. So, I'm confused. You sure you really don't remember?
My body remembers.
What?
There was a time when I used to rush through here. I was a pirate, and supposedly I also went through these mountains. I just don't know what the truth is. I don't have any answers.
Huh. Well, what about you? Did anyone tell you what you once were?
No.
All gloomy.
Nothing.
Nada. Zero.
Well, since you're so upbeat and happy, I doubt if anyone will remember you.
That's fine with me.
Oh?
My body also remembers.
How so?
Just that it was painful. If I happen to remember, and my past didn't amount to much, then I think it's probably better to have never remembered.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Kaim, there's no need to rush it.
He's like, oh.
It'll come back gradually.
There's the chick with no memories, huh?
What?
The trap.
You just had one.
Yeah, how about some water? A little fruit? How about a
We're gonna call it a stream at the next save point.
You up for that?
Might be here. Might be a little further in. Hey, it's here. So next time we're gonna start in the Outer Wilds. Over here, we're gonna start getting some levels. We're gonna start getting into some random encounters. Those stories aren't like the whole game. They are a part of the game. But don't think there's like massive amount of stories that will probably make me cry when we get to more stories. But there isn't a lot of them. But they are an important part of the game, and it's something that I will be reading because I find it to be part of the experience. So, till next time, thank you guys for joining me. I've been Javier. See you next Tuesday. This has been Lost Odyssey. Let's see where the journey takes us. Have a wonderful night, evening, day, whatever you're experiencing, you know.